Episode 280. Poor E. Una Kotor here has the unfortunate responsibility of being saddled with the role of Palace of the Dead NPC. On one hand, it means he always sees his fair share of visitors, even as the expansions grow on. It does just mean that he's kind of rooted to this spot, though. I mean, it's the same thing for any NPC, really. Most NPCs that aren't real main characters. But it also means that he can't really participate in any real story stuff, not really. I mean, there are some times later in the story where some NPCs from all the way back in A Realm Reborn make a comeback. But I can't imagine anything can move Iuna Kotor from this spot. Not with this heavy responsibility. We're doing more Palace of the Dead today. And just like the other episodes, we're going to start out not doing Palace of the Dead. Killing some time over in the Turning Mist with Moogles. Just like with the Nass, they have their own... Or wait, is it the Vass? It's the Vass. Just like with the Vass, they have their very own epilogue quest. Up to rank 8, which happens right before the inter-societal quest, but there isn't any real depth to this, I imagine. So we won't be killing a whole lot of time here, just a decent amount of time. Hopefully not too much that I actually go over on time again. Komoy, everyone's been asking for you, Kupo. You'd better speak with Old Deal and Master Terracin to see what they want. Okay. What do you want? Tell me what they want. Before I ask them. Oh, I'd love nothing more than to play with you, Kupo. Unfortunately, with the restoration of Zenus underway, I'm afraid I don't have a moment to spare for cards. Oh, did I ask for cards? I did. I meant to ask about this. Master Terracin and Old Deal are eager to speak with you, Kupo. I wonder what they want. Me too. We should ask them. There you are, Komoy. Don't look so tense, my friend. For once, this does not concern our difficulties repairing the plaza. On the contrary, I wish to offer you my sincerest gratitude for your help thus far. You have given this old man a meaningful way to spend his days, and thanks to the efforts of all and sundry, I have recaptured a piece of my family's history. Yes, my family. For although House of Mail is now renowned for its skill at stonemasonry, this was not always the case. No, as recently as 3 centuries ago, we were but humble crafters. It was not until a lord of House of Mail married the daughter of a minor lord, whose house was known for its deep knowledge of architecture, that the first brick of our renown was laid. That maiden's family name was Foreshort. Oh, was that one of the names that we saw on the restored plaque? Another fun coincidence, I guess. A name which rings familiar, yes? One of the 3 original architects of Barles. Orange de Forecourt. I think it's Forecourt, not Foreshort. I don't know, actually. His blood courses through the veins of every son and daughter of House of Mail, and his teachings have enriched our lives. To think that after more than 1,000 years, ancestor and descendant would be joined by the same work of art. Nemia must surely be smirking at her own cleverness. Regardless, I am grateful for whatever whims of fate have led me to this moment. Now, but enough sentimentality. I've come to a decision. Until the day I draw my last breath, I shall continue on here and guide the Mong Menders. Of course, you are always welcome, should you wish to offer a helping hand. Yeah, I guess also rooted to the spot, Terracin. But I guess we see him also in the Ishgardian Restoration. He's allowed to, make little trips there. I never did feel entirely comfortable among the stiff nobility of Ishgard, and I doubt I shall be sorely missed. Certainly many will bid good riddance to me, but it does not matter. The feelings shall be mutual. Come on, you've got a grandson there. We met him. He's still in school. He could use your guiding hand, maybe. And also we do know that he gets involved in the Ishgardian Restoration, so he's not entirely divorced from Ishgard. Komoy, greetings. Quite the impressive work, wouldn't you agree? When Mogzin first told me about Barles, I was sure nothing would ever get done. I certainly never dreamed he would go so far as to receive Gullinbursti's praise. If not for you and Terracin, Mogzin would still be caught up in trying to avoid work. I thank you for keeping by his side through all of this, and I look forward to seeing what works some augmenters produce in the future. As for me, I have no pressing engagements for the next 100 years, after which I will go into hibernation. Until then, I plan on remaining here to help with the repair of Zenus. If you find yourself back here sometime within the next century, be sure to say hello. Okay, if we remember, in the next century. After all of our hard work, I've come to understand why Glenbercy felt so attached to this place. Perhaps in 1,000 years, I'll look upon Barlaz with a similar fondness. I didn't really look around after we completed it, not really. It seems like they added 1 or 2 dragons, I think just like the 1 dragon after the last upgrade. Oh, this is nice. It's just kinda hanging out. Working with dragons, huh? Are you sure it's not something more than that? These 2? Maybe? Maybe not. So this is what this plaza is for then? They just laze around and dance all day, huh? I guess it is kind of a Moogle-built plaza, so that makes sense. Dragon's not one for dancing, but they are for lazing about, I guess. Oh no, wait, if you envy the grace with which they move, then maybe they are ones for dancing. I'm too quick to judge. I'm just like the Ishgardians. Who says a dragon can't dance? That'd be a good movie. Dragons can't dance. You're back, Kupo. Now that you've heard everyone else's thanks, it's my turn. Thank you. The Mogmenders still have much work ahead, and soon we'll begin repairing Zenus proper. No doubt we'll face difficulties that'll make repairing the plaza look as simple as painting a pebble, but the experience we've gained here will see us through. The Mogmenders will never forget how much you helped us, and we will forever remember the power of your will, perseverance, and determination. Of course, if you ever find yourself missing our company, or if you're just in the mood for some honest labor, we'll always welcome you among our ranks, Kubo. Great. We're one of them. It's great that they've repaired the plaza and everything, but Zenus is kind of enormous. I guess it's sort of like a life's work to even just repair the thing, not to mention, like, building it from the ground up, from the beginning. How many lifetimes did it make to build all of this? And actually, I never really noticed it, but is like the larger structure meant to resemble a dragon itself? Maybe that's obvious, maybe that was always the case, but like there are all of these dragons on top, like these smaller dragons that adorn the pillars on the left and the right and the middle and all that. But it sort of looks like the entire structure as a whole is a larger version of that. That's actually like really clever design that I guess I never noticed until now. Like the middle bit is supposed to be the body of the dragon, and the top part, which itself contains a dragon, is supposed to be the head of a dragon, sort of. And then the background would be the wings, like the wings arching up. That's definitely intentional. Yeah, just never noticed that. You know why I never noticed that? It's because it's very rarely clear weather here for me to admire it. Anyway. Is it recognizable from a distance, even without flying? I guess it is, yeah. Have I noticed this before? I feel like if I looked at this, I would have felt like there was a giant dragon over in the distance. Okay, so to kill time, we're just going to, I guess, get some of these cards again. Oh wait, hang on. Let's do it from here. I think if I'm gonna make this the thumbnail again, which might very well be because I don't think I have a better thumbnail, I guess having this anvil as our table for playing cards on would make sense, sort of. I'm just role-playing. Do I know Triple Triad? Why, of course, Kupo. It was all the rage in Mogholm not too long ago. And I'm not bragging when I say I'm one of the best among us, hee. I doubt even you'll be able to beat me. So we already have 2 cards, and this might be like the rarest card on the list, so thankfully we don't have to battle them too much to try to get this card. At least I hope not. But we do have to go for these 2 cards. Maybe. We'll just see how far we get. Maybe this is the thumbnail? Or maybe we want Terracin in frame, like that? I'm actually not sure. The clock is ticking though. Same N plus. Not going in with any particular strategy yet. But I don't want them to have the center, never mind. They comboed anyway, even not having the center. Hang on, can we combo? Can we do this? Like a 3 and an 8 or maybe an ace and a 1? A B and 8? No. No, I don't think there's any sames or pluses in our future here. Damn. Just end it quickly for me. Is it always going to be same and plus? If so, we might have a problem. Yeah, it's always same and plus. Okay, let's try this deck. I don't think this deck is any different from the other deck. It might have been my Ascension deck, actually, yeah, it definitely was. Here, take the center with these two. That might be easy to same and plus for me. Oh yeah, we don't have a lower right now. Well, that's annoying. I really got nothing here. Well, they can't same and plus their own cards, so I guess this makes sense. But we're probably just... okay, well, fine. Fine. Oh wait, we can do it too. It's a draw though. Okay, we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time here. Maybe I'll just take one card and leave. You know what, we're coming back for these guys for the intersocietal stuff, right? We can get their last cards then. I also left the Vase hanging with one card, so maybe in that episode I'll get all those cards that I haven't gotten yet. Since I might have to kill time, I don't know. Okay, well, there you go again. What is it? What is it about these cards that make them so easy for you to same and plus? And why can't I do it? I'm not really trying, but still. Okay, we got one. Is it even a card that we want? It is. Well, good. I cannot believe it. My cards. Have they truly failed me? Kupo Po. Please, Kamoi, you must play me again. No. Next time. Maybe. What do we even get for the last rank here? We don't get to dress up like a Moogle, like the Vase reward. Yeah, I guess we don't really get anything that we can't... or that we can get for these Kupo nuts. Oh wait, we do get some clothes. It's not really the same thing though. These are just leveling gear basically. Are they any good as a glamour though? Maybe for some people. Well, I guess I like parts of it. And actually I like all of it, except for the hat. I mean, the hat's fine, it's like its own thing. But if I were going for some sort of Ishgardian Noble look, one look that I don't want to overlap with like the other Ishgardian Nobles, since we also have that overcoat that we got as part of the quest reward, we could wear this as an alternate, because all of the Ishgardian Nobles probably wear that one overcoat and it'd probably just blend in a little too much if I wore that same thing, maybe. Well, I'll consider getting this as a glamour, and actually just get it now. We have 251 Moogle nuts. We can put that into our glamour dresser as a set. I think as a set. Well, actually, I don't like the clothes here, but I do like having this scarf as just as a headpiece that isn't really obtrusive, like a hat or something. Like face wear, like the glasses or whatever. This probably goes well with a lot of things, and it's all classes, so we can just like glamour over using this. Yeah. So I guess we'll get this and the adept stuff. And we'll just get the hat so that we can put in the rest of the stuff as a set. Okay. Next time, Mogson. Next time. You'll kick our ass, we'll kick your ass, and we'll get that last card. But not right now. Quick pit stop. For the glamours. And then we're back to the palace. This tier of the palace, 141 to 150. I'm afraid it's going to be where I die for real this time. I guess I should be the machinist. We're going into this floor with no Palmanders of Witching, and they're sort of my go-to for surviving any scary attacks. Actually, well, that's no good. The adept doesn't actually glamour as a set. We'll just add it in anyway. We have all of this space, but just in general, I don't want to waste space on things that I am only lukewarm about. So I think we'll actually just throw away the hat. We can always go back for it later. We have so many Moogle nuts. If we really want it. The adept's gloves, or the hose rather. I guess I don't care too much for the hose, they get covered up anyway by the other stuff. Where is... there it is. And I guess I can also throw this in? Oh no, I can't. I need the hat and the shoes. It's already in my glamour dresser, but not as a set. I think I can just put these on the market board. Oh, do I have all of these? I do. Put that in. Actually, show me what that looks like. What's the whole set like? The Expeditioner, right? What did I just put in? Should be right here. The moccasins, the keks, and the coat. Oh right, it's not in the... not on the right side, it's on the left side. I must have scrolled right over it. There it is. Oh, did I put in the mask? I might not have. I'm really killing time now. Oh, that's survival. Oh, I actually have two of them. And then this thing? No, the coat, yeah. It looks pretty good, and actually I wouldn't mind it as a glamour. We might not need gloves or a hat for this. It might actually look good with the mask, which I have to put in. Yeah, I like that. Do we want to wear this now? Actually, I think it's so good, we might even just replace one of our other glamours for maybe Gatherer or something with it completely. We'll workshop it. We'll have to workshop like a color too, if we don't want that color. And restore this one, I guess. Is it part of any other sets? Sometimes one piece can go to multiple sets. But I don't think this one does. Yeah, no, so we can just throw that away. Nope, already had that. Armory chest. Throw those away. I guess we could sell them. Yeah, I'll just sell them. If anyone's looking for them. And no one's gonna be looking for this one hat, so... discard it. Oh yeah, it's untradeable anyway. Okay. That was actually more time wasted than I intended. Well, back to it. It might be good that I wasted that much time because, like I said, I think I might just die here. This is the first floor where Maggie's Guide, whichever one it is, I think it's Maggie. Where Maggie's Guide actually had a lot of entries for the different enemies just going through the normal floors. Main things to look out for are going to be gargoyles, which do a lot of damage and poison, and some scary patrols, which I'll have to remember what they do. Mainly the Manticore, I think. But other than that, it's just business as usual. We're ready, right? Yeah, we're ready. Other than our lack of witching pomanders. In the last episode, I called out that our alternate for using a witching pomander would be just using a re-raise potion or pomander, and accepting that we might die to that. That's one way of dealing with it. What might be better would be to use one of our rage manticores, one of our rage pomanders, to become a manticore and avoid the fight entirely, basically. Okay, sustaining and... there. And I might actually want to start doing more kiting. Just get away from those nasty auto attacks. Kiting is really more useful after you secure a route to run around. Just kiting in these tiny little corridors isn't that effective. But I guess it's still better than nothing. Also, part of kiting means using heavy more. Yeah, like this I'm not really avoiding their auto attacks. I either have to actually wander inside the rooms, which risks putting me over a trap, or somehow use the heavy to my advantage with the full width of these narrow corridors. Resolution. I guess we restocked what we lost there, but we don't really need that. Okay, well, there's a gargoyle. Should I even try taking one on? I guess as practice. Put a potion up and attack. Only one. We could even do this, like run all the way back. Or this one's actually wide enough that we can go back and forth like this. Yeah, I'd say the damage was pretty heavy, even considering we had the potion up the entire fight. Only healing around like a little over 300. So let's avoid those guys. Practice done. Okay, there's a manticore. We should practice this guy too. Yep, they close the gap. They buff themselves, and then they do critical rip. Got a potion up. They do critical rip eventually, or ripper claw. And that just hits in front of them, you just want to go behind them. Let them cast a fireball, and I guess we're good. In addition to Maggie's text guide, text and pictures. I'm also using Angelus Demonis's, I think that was his name, using his video guide for some of the little things that you can't really get from the text and the other stuff in Maggie's guide. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to go in there. I absolutely don't want to go in there. We could make it. I don't want to risk it. But the demons aren't too bad, so one at a time, just one at a time. This hallway is long enough that we can avoid the auto attacks a little bit. What kind of sightline do these guys have, I wonder? Or rather, what kind of aggro rules do they have? I think these guys might actually be sound. I'm still not sure this is safe enough. If we're very careful. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that was too scary. At the risk of wasting some time here, I think we're gonna thin out some of the guys that are wandering back and forth. At least just enough so that the statistics become a little bit easier to work with when they randomly walk in the direction of the exit. I could just use the rage and try to get some items back. Maybe this should have been my cue to use the rage, but since we have the option now, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna ignore these chests, actually not this one. Okay, use the flight. This is probably a bad idea. But we made it. Yeah, since I have 0 witching palmenders, maybe I should have actually looked at that as an opportunity to get back a lot of things. Is this the middle of the room or what? Okay, that's the hallway. Avoid the gargoyle. Fortune. There are less enemies on this floor, so I'm not sure I want to use fortune here. I would like to get rid of this patrol. Get behind. The devious thing about that is that it's not telegraphed, like the orange puddle on the ground. Nothing down there. Don't need that. Okay, and that's our route forward. What about this last room? Any easy chests? Any palmenders of witching behind there? I guess that's an easy test. It's always just lust, isn't it? Or things I don't need. I think there was something about the knights that might have been scary. Or maybe not, maybe it was the opposite. Okay, let's secure the exit route. Usually whenever I use a palmender or flight eye, I think the lower amount of enemies means there's a smaller floor that you have to deal with, but it seems like it's still the same size, just less enemies. I don't want to deal with that gargoyle if I don't have to. But I actually might have to. I do the flight thing to make this a lot faster than the other floors. But with less enemies, we kind of have to do a lot of wandering around if we have to pick and choose the enemies we fight. I'm pretty sure this guy isn't a problem. That's Let's kite him anyway. Don't think he does anything, really. Okay, we're active. I wonder if flight also reduces the amount of traps on the floor. If I had to guess, probably not, but who knows? I guess someone knows. Oh, there we go again. Is it time for a music change? Or was that only the second floor? Yeah, that was only the second floor. Okay, let's pick up the pace. It was about 5 minutes per floor, so I would like to go a little faster. At least on one of these floors that is flight. If I step on a trap and I want to use Manticore, I think what I want to do is use safety first and then Manticore. Menuing over to that might be a bit hard if I panic on a trap. Finally, thank goodness, our safety net is back. In a sense, it might still be good to do the whole rage thing. Because we could cap out on rages if we just encounter a whole bunch of rages, but it's less likely that we cap out on witching, so therefore rage might be a better use to both not cap out and to also just get more chests by killing a bunch of enemies and making them drop chests with a fortune. Well, we gotta go through here. The gargoyles are sight, but let's try to avoid it if we can. It might just turn around. Gotta love it whenever the hallway has this one little alcove. Makes it that much easier to kite. Okay, so I want to grab the guy behind you. Or do I? I think I do, actually. I really only want to deal with worrying about that one guy turning around. Okay, let's not rest on our laurels yet. Or actually, yeah, let's rest on our laurels, because I did want to see where this guy turned around. Okay, so I think that is actually intersecting with the wall, the line of sight. So I don't think we can go through that, but the next time it turns around, I think that's our cue. There's always going to be like a set time before they actually turn around again after they turn around. I said we had to move fast, but waiting for this isn't exactly moving fast. Okay, there we go. Actually, no, I still think that's within the cone. This is... Maybe I just want to fight the guy. You know what, just fight him. Don't risk it. If I panic and I step on a trap if we somehow aggro him, then that would be the worst. So do this, and then this, and this, and that. It's actually no issue if we get full kite distance. And have like a huge opener. I'm afraid of them, but I shouldn't be that afraid of them. Though I should be careful of walking into a room when I still have poison on, if there's like a trap or something. Okay, that's the first 3 floors. It only gets harder from here. That's true of every floor, I guess. Abilities unavailable. That just means our DPS is down. We can't do this healing, but we can do item healing. And we still have our Pomander, so if things go south, there's still that. Okay, let's use that strength after we're done securing the route through this floor. Okay, Wraiths. Wraiths are a problem. They're patrols and they have like a huge AoE. Yeah, our DPS is way down. We can intercept it, or interject it. Well, I guess it's not interject, it's head grace. But still, we can interrupt it. Maybe I should do that rather than trying to run into a room. Boots are probably no problem. These guys do paralyze, but I guess... Oh, we can't interrupt that. Okay. Actually if we hit a mimic, that could be bad. We're not going to use the thing that makes us... that gives us this Pomander. We're not going to use it to remove the enchantment. I think we'll still survive. But if we encounter a mimic, that means we either have to take the pox or use this immediately so we can interrupt. We don't have to interrupt the gargoyle, but the DPS on the gargoyle might be hard. I think we just want to go around to the right or the left, as soon as it turns around. Okay, let's do this first, yeah, before that guy turns around. Just had to respawn on me, did you? I guess I could go left, but now he's turning to the left, so... Okay. Good thing about the sight guys, you can just run right past them as long as it's not in front of them. Great. Just hope I don't have to go that way. Right, I can't interrupt this guy. Oh shit. Crap. Please don't step on a trap. Okay. We're no more likely to step on a trap just because it's doing scream, but it's still scary. Alright, so... shall we Manticore? We could Fortune and then Manticore, and if I do that I want to do safety. Oh crap, a boot. Okay, we're low on time, things are looking a bit grim. But we are low on safety, I don't know. If I get like one more safety, I'd be fine. Any patrols? No patrols. Yeah, here comes the paralyzed we can't do anything about. It's only a few seconds, but still. Okay, and he's still facing that direction. I could rage without the safety, but that'd be kind of pointless. I just don't want to be sitting here waiting. It might very well be that the way forward isn't even over there. Actually, peek around corner. Okay, nothing in that room. Other than that chest, but no cairn. Oh good. Perfect even. That helps with our DPS, I guess. Would have preferred a sight actually though. And yeah, we can't move forward here. We will take that though. Still careful of traps. Well, that's helpful. We could even, and I don't want to do this if we can avoid it, we could just run through that entire room and then re-raise on the other side. That's a strategy. But of course it would be better to keep this through the entire floor. Unless we really had to haul ass. Okay, so there's no way we're getting through that by sneaking, and we have to go that way. So I think it is time for this. Down 1 fortune. Down 1 safety. And we use the manticore after we start from this end. With the potion. Should I use the steel too? I think I'll be fine. Right, no more traps. Don't have to skirt around the edges. Okay, one at a time. Start with the stragglers. Let them come to you, more or less. I go to it once, that's fine. Still have the healing going on. Wait for healing a little bit. Actually, the potion's done. Alright, rush in. Yeah, it's still dangerous, even with the manticore. Especially when there's no healing. 15 seconds, that should be enough to clear this room. At least secure the route forward. I'm going to risk 1 or 2 more hits. Alright, perfect. And now we collect. Sure. I guess we can collect the horde. It becomes lower and lower priority when we have to go out of our way for this thing. But it might become higher priority when we actually get to the next tier of floors, because that's the next tier of the accursed horde, I guess. That is strength. We'll pick that up on the way up, way back. Purity, okay. Sight, good. We got some more of that. Alteration. Oh great, that guy's in the way. Well, this is an opportunity for one more chest, I guess. Walk as we fight. I might need that interrupt for a mimic. Oh, were there? Oh, there was no chest there. Didn't do that for any reason. And this was purity. Alright, so we're 20 minutes through, and we're actually only 4 floors done. Which means I really do need to pick up the pace. That floor actually took a while. No auto heal, not the worst. Dead end. Start clearing. I don't think the Hellhounds were anything to worry about. They don't seem to stand out in memory as something on the, on Maggie's guide. Okay, we'll wait for that guy. Don't want to walk across this room to intercept him. Oh right, no auto heal. Gotta have that on in between battles. And we do have access to interrupt. Save it in case this guy's a mimic. Okay, steel. Good. Now we've got strength and steel. No pesky patrols. No way out in sight. Let's try to skip this guy. Alright, there's our way out. And boots aren't too bad to deal with. Oh wait. I used Ricochet again. I cannot open with Ricochet, not when they're not fully pulled. I almost attracted the second guy. Save the interject for the next guy. Interrupt, whatever. Well, I guess we don't need it. We do need to kill a few more. Misclick there. Still more. Where'd that hellhound go? There we are. Did I not have the potion active? That's dangerous. Thought I activated it. Eventually I'm going to be used to activating the potions and recognizing when they're not active. Still haven't quite reached that point yet. I'd like to use more affluence, but... well, I guess there's no point in hoarding them. But maybe if I'm lower on other palm enders, I might want to use it. We still have the re-raise, so I think we're probably fine on, like, general stuff. It's really just the witching that I'm afraid of. Afraid of losing. Just so I don't have to backtrack. Well, I'll just leave it in case I do want to backtrack. For now, it's no real gain if I pop it right now. This guy does a stun, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. I could let the bar get fuller before I interrupt just to maximize the time they're not attacking. But I'm not gonna metagame that hard just because it sounds scary. Oh great. Well, that one's sound. Okay, and the sound was big enough radius, I guess. Race not coming our way. I would still like to disarm it. Well, I guess the cairn's active. Let's search around for the cairn. If it's along the way, which I guess it's right there, just don't be on the trap. These can still spawn over traps. Or in between them. Like a trap in between you and the thing. But mainly when it's on it, it's when it's a real screw you. Is that... did I see the thing there? It might have just been the light of one of these crystals or something. Give me this. Okay, well, just don't send the patrol back our way. We should be fine. Yeah, it seems like it goes further this way, so let's try poking around this corner first. Okay, good. There's a passage. So yeah, let's pick this up. I was just waiting again in case it was another mimic, but guess I shouldn't have, because now I have to deal with this guy. I think this is like the maximum limit a AoE is allowed to be from the enemy, unless it's like the entire area meant to be unavoidable completely. No resolution needed. Okay, let's actually go back for that strength since it's right here in the other room. 30 minutes left and we're done with 146 just about. I think we're okay on time. As long as I don't hit any weird traps on the way back. So, what to do about this? I guess we should be safe. Quick peek, is there... Okay. Well, we just did that. It would have saved us the trip back, but we didn't. Okay, well, that's from one of those enemies, like one of those attacks that doesn't actually mean they aggroed on you. Don't know which one did that, though. It was actually a really huge attack. And there's Gloom. That means the gargoyles are even worse now. Oh, it might have been a dragon that did that. Do we want to fight the dragon first? I think as long as we keep our heals up, we should be able to survive. Turn away. Oh shit. Okay, okay. We only aggroed on one, so we're fine. As long as I'm healing. We're actually sandwiched in between two patrols here. The one thing is that these guys aggro on sound. They got the big mask on. So as patrols, you can deal with them. The problem becomes when you're fighting something else, like I just was. Okay, so that's coming from something. It's coming from the succubus. You're the one. Oh no. We're just about done, so do that. Yeah, this patrol was still walking back and forth. That's why I like to disarm them. Thought he was walking that way, but he must have come back this way, or it's a different patrol. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to use a witching on that. Okay, wait. Put back up the potion. Still gotta play it safe here. Okay, no more sneaky patrols, right? It happened twice already. Oh, let's... Did I look at this one already? Serenity? Yeah, get rid of the gloom. We're almost done with the 4, but yeah. That's great. The key is orange, so I think that means only like 1 or 2 more that we have to kill. One more. Probably. This was... lost. It's always lost. I guess that's a pretty common one, lost. Well, I don't want to fight that thing for a bronze chest. Although I guess it's not that bad, is it? The last one we fought. And we have all of this, meter. Oh no, I might have been turned towards it. Because I was attacking. Okay, we're still fine. Gotta be careful on DPS whenever those gaze attacks happen. Turning around obviously is one way to deal with them. I think it's been mentioned in one of the guides that I saw that you should be able to just go behind them and the gaze won't hit, even if you're facing them. I don't know if that's true though, I'm not going to risk it. Secure a hallway. This pass is safe. Alright, use the flight. Still only the one witching, but it's good to have at least that safeguard. Secure the other route. Alright, here's a good hallway. A decent hallway. Not the longest, but not the shortest either. Let's get rid of this thing, because you're the one that puts up the annoying big puddle. They're pretty easy to deal with when they're not doing the big puddle, when they don't actually aggro on you. Strangely, they're more threatening when they're not actually aggro. Can we see the cairn of passage at the end of the hallway there? Don't think I can. Another lust. Alright, get rid of this guy. Potion up. He is still at the blue level. Gonna take a few more kills. But let's try to skirt around this way. Okay, there it was. It was actually in sight from around the corner. Should have paid more attention. And yeah, let's clear out this room. Okay, I did a ricochet there. Thankfully, it wasn't in range of the other enemy. I really have to stop doing that. It's just so natural as part of the heat combo to do that. Wait for healing. And attack. I'm gonna take one more at least. Persona. Or whichever one comes in range first. Don't do ricochet, obviously. Just have to remind myself. Potion. Paralyze. Interrupt, whatever it's called. Still one more. Okay, the other... well, whichever one's closest again. And there we are. One more floor and it's a flight floor. Good. Great even. More survivability. And that might even last to the boss. The boss is not too hard as a machinist, specifically any range DPS, I guess. Anything that can take care of things out of range. No knockback. Good to know. Securing the route. Route is safe. Checking if this is a dead end. Okay, that's the passage. Good. Got back to safety. Well, we're still down one safety, but we're getting there. We are going to have to fight enemies to get through this, so... Pick this up. Got the rage back, okay. And do that. Didn't really have to do my, my turret there. Anything worthwhile here? Right behind the dragon. We do have to fight. It's evil eyeing, so look away. Even if we are really far away. Oh, there was actually a second dragon? Okay. You too then. Actually using Ricochet when the enemy is obstructed by a corner like that is pretty dangerous. Because there might be another enemy behind the corner that I hit with the Ricochet. And it seemed like the room was already pretty empty, but as I just demonstrated, it seemed like... well, there were more enemies than I thought initially, so that's reason enough not to do that kind of maneuver. Good. Back to 3 rage. I'm also going over on time this episode, so... seems like these runs are starting to be around 50 minutes. Or more. I should probably waste less time doing triple triad. Oh, this guy can't be heavied. Actually, it seems like after you paralyze them, they still don't move for the amount of time that they would still be casting the bar. At least that looked like what was happening. So I guess you can paralyze whenever you want without waiting until the very end. I'm not sure if that's actually true, though. Oh wait, we're on the last floor anyway. And I doubt I would have wanted to backtrack for the intuition. Or for the accursed horde. Okay, so we have defense up for the boss. How do we want to start this? I think we do want to use our attack here just to be safe. I think we're actually going to start this as a lust. I just want to get a few stacks of the debuff on. that's enough for me. We do want to keep moving so she doesn't auto-attack us. And we don't have to deal with these guys as a ranged DPS. We can actually just keep on running around and ignoring them until she kills them herself. But I just want to play safe because they're so quick to kill. And I don't really trust myself. Now here's her little ad thing, the new version of her. This one also attacks us, but she heals off of it depending on how much HP it still has at the very end of its lifespan, whatever. So putting damage on her or on the succubus, either one works, I guess. That's what all the guys say. But we're gonna damage her because she has the debuff. Want to make sure we're full up on health and always constantly healing. Well, that's just a good general strat, but mainly for this blood rain thing, which does like a shit ton of damage. We avoided most of it since we had Tactician, and I guess it maybe didn't crit on us. Still a scary move. We're still going to have to be careful for when she summons any more guys though. Might even want to use my heat combo on that. I guess I have 2 heat combos ready. The scary thing about the crawling guys is that, well, the scary thing about them for any melee classes is that they grab onto you and make you stand still when they grab onto you, so... you get hit by one of her AoEs. That's why I don't like to leave them crawling around. Oh, gotta get the healing back. Generally speaking, it's an easy boss to just kite around in a circle. But somehow I still don't even trust myself to do that. And also we want to stay away from this other succubus too. For her cleaves and whatnot. I'm pretty sure she can't be slowed. Heavy. Now there's that damage. And rehabilitation is still up. There's Blood Rain again. It's almost just in time with our Tactician, but we don't have it this time. Yeah, big damage. Tactician does actually matter, I guess. Actually meant to do a potion there. Get rid of them. Absolutely unnecessary for me to do that, but I'm a coward. And this boss is actually the replacement for Edda down in 450. The original boss of the Palace of the Dead, I guess. But they had to replace her with something else, because it would be not appropriate if they just added Edda back in. After the tearful farewell, the end of her arc. Okay, good. She didn't get the heal off, so there. You got an achievement for getting to floor 150, but there is no associated title for that, I guess. That's fine. I've already gotten deeper than I've ever been before, and deeper than I would have thought I would have gotten. So I guess if we do die in the hardest remaining floors, 150 through 200, then I guess I can be satisfied. I'd be dead, but I'd be satisfied. Well, no, not really. I'm sure when I die, when it's going to happen, I'll be very unsatisfied. Let's hang out with this Moogle to raise our spirits for the eventual deaths that we're going to get. We're going to need the morale. That would be a good time to take a break.